Hello everyone. In this video, this is the video answer key to Coordinate Proofs 1, practice number 2. We are still working with proving parallelograms. In this quadrilateral, we have blue, and we need to prove it's a parallelogram. So the first option is probably the option that everyone is going to choose, which is showing that the quadrilateral has diagonals that bisect each other, which means just two midpoint formulas. So I'm going to label my diagonal points with my x1 and y1 and x2, y2. And I'll do the other one in blue. Again, this is just so that I don't get confused. This is a very good strategy if you find yourself messing up a lot of times or putting in the wrong numbers or getting confused. It's a great way to stop that from happening. Okay, so here we go. We got the midpoint of BU. And I'll write the formula once. This is just the average of my x's, comma, the average of my y's. And my x1 and x2 are 1 plus 3 divided by 2, comma, my y's are 1 plus 5 divided by 2. This gives me a midpoint of 1 plus 3 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. And then I got 1 plus 5 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so now I'm looking for a midpoint of 2, 3. Hopefully it works out. So midpoint of my other one is LE. Oops, got ahead of myself. LE, there we go. I won't write the formula this time because I already did it once. My x's are -2 and plus 6 divided by 2. My y's are 5 plus 1. And this gives me a midpoint of -2 plus 6 is positive 4, divided by 2 is 2. 5 plus 1 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. Perfecto. I have my diagonals having the same midpoint. Therefore, they bisect each other. So now I need to write my sentences. So triangle, oh my lord. Quadrilateral blue has diagonals that bisect each other. Bisect each other. Therefore, quadrilateral, not triangle, blue is a parallelogram. Alrighty, there we go, easy peasy. Like I said, most people will probably choose that first option of just doing two midpoint formulas. Well, in this one, just like in the first practice, we want to prove it's a parallelogram, but this time we're going to try and use a different formula or a different strategy to prove that it is a parallelogram, just to get you used to doing some other tools, putting some more tools in your toolbox. So in the previous video, I did I chose both pairs of opposite sides are congruent, so that's 4 distance formulas. I think I'll do a different strategy this time. I'll do both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. So that's going to be 4 slope formulas. Now, same as last video, in number 2, I'm not gonna label my points just because it's gonna have too much writing on there. It'll get confusing. So I'll just use the different colors and just try to be very careful. So I got to do my slope of my first side, which is PE. And I'll write down the slope formula, which we all know what this is. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. Or you may see it as the change in Y over the change in X. That's what that is. All right. So this gives us what? We got Y2 for PE is 10. and I'm subtracting 3. 10 subtract 3 divided by my x2, which is 7, take away 2. 7, 2. This gives me what? 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. So 7/5 is the slope of PE. Now its opposite side is going to be NS. So slope of NS. I won't write in the formula this time because I already did it. So my y2 is going to be -3 subtract 4. -3 subtract 4. And then my x's are 4 and take away 9. 4 minus 9. So -3 minus 4, that's -7. And I have 4 minus 9, which is -5. And I have negatives on the top and the bottom, so those cancel out, and that just gives me 7/5. So perfect. My first two opposite sides have the same slope. They are parallel. Fantastic. Halfway there. Okay, now I got to do the slope of my other two sides. So that's going to be EN, and that's going to be what? EN, so I got 4 minus 10. Take away my x's, which are 9 minus 7. 4 minus 10 is -6. Over 9 minus 7 is +2. And this gives me -3. And its opposite side is going to be PS. There we go. PS. What do we got here? P and S. So I got -3 take away 3. -3 minus 3. And then I have my x's, which are 4 take away 2. -3 minus 3 is -6. 4 minus 2 is 2. And that looks just like EN up above. And this gives me -3. Perfect. So I got one pair of opposite sides parallel. I got the other pair of opposite sides parallel. I am good to go. Now we just got to write it all out. So the first thing I do is I write down, what did I do? Well, I just did that. I forget the name of it. Pens. So quadrilateral PENS has two pairs of opposite sides parallel. I'll just do that. Therefore, quadrilateral pens is a parallelogram. And there we go. There's proof number 2. One more multiple choice question at the bottom. So which of the following is not a way to prove that a quadrilateral or the quadrilateral code is a parallelogram? Well, if we're looking at our list on that in your notes, we have both pairs of opposite sides congruent, both pairs of opposite sides parallel, one pair of opposite sides are both congruent and parallel, or the diagonals bisect each other. So let's just go through this list. CO and DE are parallel to each other. So that's CO, that's one side, and its opposite side are parallel to each other. And OD, which is a third side, and EC, that's its opposite side. Those are parallel. So that is choice 2 on your list. So that works. So A is out. That actually works. OD is congruent to EC. OD is congruent to EC. What does that prove? Well, we want one pair of opposite sides congruent, or both pairs of opposite sides congruent. Well, that choice 3 is one pair of opposite sides congruent and parallel. So this one in particular, B, just by itself is not a way to prove that it is a parallelogram. It has to have OD and EC is also parallel as well. It can't just be congruent. So right now, I think it's B. Let me just go through the rest of them just to make sure. That's what I always do. CO and DE, which are two opposite sides, are parallel, and CO and DE, which are those same two sides, are congruent, which is just what I just said. That's choice 3 on your list. One pair of opposite sides is both congruent and parallel. Excuse me, congruent and parallel. So that one is a way. OE and CD bisect each other. Well, let's see if those are diagonals. OE, that's one diagonal, and CD, which is the other diagonal. If you need help drawing this, like just draw a picture for yourself. So you got C, O, D, and E. So now you can see that OE is a diagonal and CD are the diagonals. If you ever get stuck and you're like, oh my Lord, I don't know how to figure this out, I can't tell, just by looking at the acronym over here for the quadrilateral, just draw a picture for yourself. Very easy. So the diagonals bisect each other. That's what we've been doing this entire time. So that is also a way to prove it. So it is B. B is not a way. All right. I hope this helped. As always, be safe and be healthy. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.